Hi guys! Today we're going to make some Rolags on a blending board. Here is a list that you will need. We need some fiber. I've got some purple and pink today, and we've also got some silk that is bleached. You will need a scale, a set of dowels. These ones are 1/2 inch or 15 millimeters. You will need a brush to pat down the fibers. Now this one is a dog brush, but you can use any brush to pat it down. What I do is I turn it the other way, and that way it's not going against the tines and it won't break the tines. And of course, a blending board. And this one my husband made. As you can see, there's a backing on here so that when I lay it on the table, it sits up at a nice height, and it also folds down. This is how I usually take the Rolags off, and it's also nice for storage. So what I did was, my husband, he made the board, he cut it, he stained it for me. And then I had purchased the carding cloth from Howard Brush, sorry. And he is on Etsy, and he also has his own website. This is specific for blending boards, so don't buy just any carding cloth, or you can buy your own blending board. Okay, so we're gonna have to make 4 sets of Rolags. So we have to divide the fiber up by 4. And that way each of the Rolags will be equal. So I'll divide this one up. So I broke it in half, and then I went lengthwise in half. We take the next one, and I'm pretty sure these two pieces were the same. Pretty close. So we'll break these two in half. Break these two in half. And this hot pink, oh, it's so soft. And this is a merino tencel that I dyed up. So soft, and it's so much sheen to it. I love the tencel. Okay, last but not least, the silk. So I think these were already split up. Okay, so then I double check to make sure that I've got 25 grams. So put that back on the scale. Nope. 25, 26, 26, 24. So it's pretty close. Okay, so now I've got 4 groups. Okay, so I'll show you how to do one. I'm not going to show you how to do four, but now you get the idea. In order for them to all be the same, and then when you're spinning, you'll have all the same, right? Okay, for this part, we need our fiber, and we're going to need our brush to pat down the fibers. So what we want to do is start setting up layers of fiber. We don't want big chunks, so we just want some nice thin layers. You can do a main color theme and then add stripes of other colors. You can put, say, like a coat of white fiber and just speckle different colors on. You can do layers of colors. There's no end to where your imagination can go with a blending board and color. So we'll just pick one. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll break these down further so that I know that I can make different layers. So I'll just cut this in half, and I'll do that again for all of them. And this one I think is so short, I think I'll go this way. And this one, and the silk. There's going to be a lot of silk in this one. Okay, so let's start off with this nice purple. I'm going to split it again. So like I said, just thin layers, and just let the tines catch the layers. Now if you get an area where maybe too much came off, you can always take that out and just stick that somewhere else. You don't have to, you can leave it in there. There are no rules. You're just having fun. There. Okay, so dog brush. I go this way. Just pat those fibers down. Okay, so I think I really like to get some of this hot pink in here, just to brighten up that dark purple. And we'll just do some stripes. Okay. Oh, I know. We use this tencel to go beside. Oh, see, this is very slippery, this stuff. It's the merino is a superwash, so there's no barbs on the fibers to hold it together. So it's a very loose fiber. But it's so shiny. It's not easy to spin either. There we go. And as you notice that the blending board, I've got it at the edge of the table, and that way the last little bit, it's easier to hang off. Okay, so I think it's time to add a bit of silk. So I'll do a layer of the silk. Ooh, look at that sheen. Gorgeous. Now this will also, because it's white, it will lighten up the colors. But it will add so much sheen as well. Ooh. Beautiful. There. Okay, so we haven't used these two yet. So we'll make some stripes with these. And then I'll fill in the mauve in between. Okay. So we still got a long way to go. We still have a lot more to do. Okay, so we're back to the purple again. I'm going to go straight across with the purple. And that's the other thing, when you've got multiple Rolags to make, try and remember what you did for the next one. Because like I said, there's a lot of options you can do with them. This is looking like berries, mixed berries. Gorgeous. Here. Okay, so it was these two that we had. Hot pink. You only need a little of this. Boy, oh boy, it's bright. Like a fluorescent. Okay, and the merino tinsel. And then these two left. And I think we did this one first, if I'm not mistaken. Oh yeah, we did it in between, didn't we? guess it's like a plum. And we got one more to do, and that's the last of the silk. And the way that light is hitting this is just, oh, so nice. Okay, so the blending board is all loaded now. Grab our dowels. Okay, so here comes the magic. We're going to place one dowel underneath the fiber, one dowel on top, and we're going to now pinch the fiber and roll. So we just want to grab the end of the fiber right now. We'll lift up a little bit off the blending board and we'll pull. Now loosen up the dowels and we'll roll, lift up, and pull. Okay, so this is our first one. We're just going to smooth down the fibers. And we pull one dowel out and the other one. So we've got our first Rolag. Okay, so let's make two more. Do the same thing. We put the dowels with the fiber in between, give it a roll, and we want to grab the end. And then lift up on the blending board, lift the fibers up, and then pull. So we're sort of drafting. Loosen up and roll. And this is how we get loose Rolags, because if they're too tight, guess what? They're very hard to spin. So we want loose ones. Pat down the fiber. Pull one dowel out. And the other one. And then we roll it up. So that's two. And for the last one, last one's always the hardest because you got the least fiber. And we're pulling it. And then loosening the dowels and rolling. Pull. And for the last one, you have to get it over that edge. And then we can just kind of draft it and then roll it up so it's a little smoother. And there we go. We've got 3 Rolags. 1, 2, and 3. And they're so pretty. So much sheen between the tencel and the silk. Oh, they are very shiny. Okay, that's the end of the tutorial. I had a lot of fun today with you, and we'll see you again.